Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Sonic Unleashed. Today is going to be a rapid fire commentary day because we are going to go into our second act of day stages, the beautiful Savannah Citadel of Missouri, which just looks absolutely gorgeous as can be expected by this game, and starts with an introduction of a new to this game mechanic. Coupling with the boost is going to be the drift. Around wide sweeping curves in these open segments, we can really lean into it and go around the corners as if we are in fact a race car, and I have compared the boost gameplay with that before and it's never more obvious than here, and it is actually quite hard to master. You can easily get off course, miss all of the enemies, but let's leave that behind us. Go to this part here where we are going over these clay roofs, up and down, miss all of the rings, doesn't matter. The stage usually puts us back on track because it wants us to keep going, even though we feel momentarily stupid for not having the reflexes anymore that I am used to, and or I haven't memorized the level yet. To choose your pick. Obviously want to take the spring to continue here, but I want the videotape, so I get hit here, and there is a safety pulley here. Later levels won't be as generous. This is still the second one, so it has its generosities, but it is still asking a lot more of you, like thinking fast so that you don't get flamethrowers, running upside down for a second, and we are in the streets part here. Very cool segment of the level. Different elevations with these pulleys just dragging you along. Too fast, I missed the medal, you can't go back, doesn't matter. Later we are going further on because this is a Sonic game. Speed along. You have to keep going from enemy to enemy. Don't even care about the flamethrowers, they can't hurt you, it's fine. Here we now actually have to engage with this mechanic, which I've ignored so far, and I immediately think it's going to put me to the next one. Fall down because I'm not homing attacking like a lazy bastard. It's fine for now. Later there will be more exam. And we are running on the side of the building. Isn't this awesome or what? It is just a small set piece here. There will be more of that later on. It will be a little bit more janky, but it is still really cool. This part slightly fillery because it plays itself, but we can get a very nice view of the distance and we get back to gameplay, bouncing from enemy to enemy. Excellent flow. Missed the medal to the top left because I'm just so super happy to keep going forward. Kill the flamethrower guy into the rainbow ring. Kill these enemies. Very nice chain. I could land, I can boost instead, which is faster again. There are these minor optimizations you can do. No matter, 3 red rings so that we can get this boost open part and the drifting going at full speed, which might be a little bit too much because now I'm in the mud. Whoops. Unique to this stage, by the way. Especially also the debuff icon, very strange. And now I awkwardly can in fact go back to get this medal, and Sonic is much too fast, but we can get to see a nice elephant at the very least, so that's cool. Hi elephant, bye elephant. And we are getting put on rails for the final part, and we get a very nice slow down view of what we are going to do, scaling this tree on the outside. This is really cool how they're using the slowdown for the quick time event to show you what you are about to do. And this part of the stage also is so incredibly inventive. It's the first time we see this here. They're going to go back to this later on a bunch, and it's so cool. You rarely see this in a Sonic game or in any game. We are going to scale this tree from the outside, going up in a huge spiral until we finally reach the top where we want to be, amongst the branches at the very crown of the tree. And this does mean that if we do fall down, as I'm going to do in a second, because wow, am I not good at these swinging bars here, and also greedy for this medal, we have to replay a bunch of stuff. And I even flub up a jump here, and I will go back even further because man, whoops, the 2D platforming segments are very demanding in this second level already, and it's only going to get more difficult later on. And now the spikes are extended, everything is terrible. A note on the swing bars, by the way. They were already in Sonic 06, and there they had an indicator showing you when the best time to push the button to jump off was. Why don't we have an indicator here? Well, because there is no best time. This is now free form. You can choose where to go. It makes it much harder. This is why I also failed the first time, but it is much more satisfying to pull off. Now, I failed the quick time event here, which means that I have to do another circuit around the tree, right? No, the level is kind of generous like this and just makes you feel stupid for another second while it puts you onto the gold ring, finishing the level for us. Thank you very much. We are finished here, now after a little bit of breakneck speed, not the highest rank, but you know. And we are going to get put into a cutscene immediately after this, and after the cutscene there will immediately be a boss fight, and I want this to be a separate video, so for now we part ways, and I thank you very much for your attention.